thumbnail and you're like, I'm gonna buy the Tire Slayer. You better know what you're doing behind the wheel of this car. This is not a car that's messing around. And I know the other thing you're thinking is you said you'd never sell it and you bought a P1 and you can't afford the car anymore, so that's why you're selling it. Both of those are wrong, except for I am a liar. I did say I'd never sell this car. Call August Luxury Motor Cars before I change my mind. I'm gonna tell you exactly why I'm gonna sell this car. I don't know if this is one of my best ideas, but I do love it. This car is amazing. I'm gonna get out and show you guys the car. I'm gonna show you everything I love about the car. We're gonna talk a little bit about the history of the car, because this car's been with Daily Driven Exotics since
2017, December 2017. Damon was a young 37-year-old male. He's still male, but he was younger.
Around 45,000 subscribers at that time.
And what's cool is we YouTube for a living, so we have video footage of that. We have video footage of everything in this car from day one.
So this car, within 2 weeks of me buying it, went and got a VF Engineering supercharger. It's lived its life for 2 and a bit years with that supercharger on. Perfect. Amazing, every condition you can imagine. This car, as I'm about to show you, is in still immaculate condition, because I've spent a bunch of money maintaining it, replacing things, repainted the whole front end in its original Rosso Mars, which is an amazing red for Lamborghini. Man, I don't know why this is a great idea, but
We'll explain. There's a good reason.
I'm not selling this for a down payment on a second hypercar. That is not why I'm selling it. That'd be stupid. So come here. Boom. Okay, this is what everybody knows as the Tire Slayer. Why is it called the Tire Slayer? Well, I purposely bought this car to be a 580-2. That's how it started its life. If you don't know much about Huracans, a 610 is how much horsepower it has. So this is a 580. It started life with 580 horsepower. I don't know why, but Lamborghini detuned it like 30 horsepower when they made it the Dash 2, which is the two-wheel drive variant, not the Dash 4, which is the all-wheel drive variant. So this car, right out the gate, even with 580 horsepower, you could turn off all the traction control and you could spin the rear wheels, which if you try to do in an all-wheel drive car,
I've tried, can't do it.
It doesn't like it.
Well, it just goes. Like, you can't just spin the car, it wants to go.
Correct.
Hooks up.
It'll also give you a fault if you try to do donuts in it, where it says front diff overheating. Yeah. There is no front diff in this car. So I built this car to be the best version of a car that would do burnouts, do donuts. Still to this day, the best car in the entire fleet, the best car I've ever driven that is capable of doing very controlled stunts and donuts. It has an aggressive body kit on it. So this is all Vorsteiner. This is a complete Vorsteiner Novara front bumper. We have carbon Vorsteiner vented fender louvers. We have a Vorsteiner side skirt that's carbon. It runs the whole side with the little winglet on the side. But then when you come to the rear, you have a custom carbon wing that is chassis mounted. It's super aggressive looking, and you can see how that gives it a really mean presence. Now this car comes with a lot, but the greatest, the most feared thing of this car is what's in the back. It's a Sheepy Race twin turbo kit. This is the big kahunas. This is not a car for the faint of heart. Before we go any further, you guys, I want to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor. Today's video, you guys, is sponsored by Cove, the Bluetooth stereo speaker, the one you've known and loved through all the years. These guys have been working with us. They're absolutely amazing. And what's even better is now they make the Cove speaker where you can separate it and get this stereo effect, or you can put them together and turn into one speaker. Cove's Bluetooth speaker is pairable to any Bluetooth device. So your phone, your tablet, your computer. Also, this is perfect and fits into a cup holder inside your car.
Hot tub lover, it is water resistant. You can't submerge it, but it's perfect next to your hot tub or on your boat.
It's got 2 subwoofers on either end, so you get that wicked bass sound. Dave, turn it up. We got a little composer. We got a little composer playing right now. You ready for this?
This bad boy can rock the tunes for 7 hours on a single charge. The best part, when the party's over, you can use it as a speakerphone. It features a powerful subwoofer that delivers superior sound quality. When combined together, they create a 360 surrounding sound effect. When separated, they create an optimal left and right stereo sound. Use code DDE67 to save 67% off your Cove Bluetooth speaker before they sell out. You guys, speaker always sells out. Grab one right now. Links are in the description. Hurry, act right now. These always sell out. Massive discount. 67% off using the link in description. The code is DDE67. Hurry, grab one before it's too late.
Sheepy Race worked with me specifically hand in hand, day and night for the course of pretty much like 6 months dialing this in. This car runs on a standalone engine management system, which is Motec. This is like a $15,000 ECU standalone engine management. It's super dialed in. As you can see, the shifts are flawless, the upshifts and the downshifts. Let's get to, you know, why am I selling it? How much am I gonna sell it for if you buy it? Dave, we're gonna do what we normally do?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna do a video.
With you.
We're gonna do a huge video with you. I don't know, this seems crazy.
Yeah, I mean, things change, dude. People get older. You're scared of the car now, I get it.
I'm not scared of the car. You said you weren't gonna be in this video.
I'm being nice.
Yeah.
I'm being nice.
You're being really nice. Here's why I want to sell the car. I have a complete Super Trofeo Evo kit still for a Huracan. The race kit doesn't fit as a direct bolt-on to any Huracan. We have a second Huracan on the channel, and it happens to be right here.
How'd you know it was mine? Oh, right.
Very humble license plate, Dave. We're getting Dave's car serviced here at August Garage. Hayden, our after hours DD tech, as you can see from his after hours Daily Driven Exotics t-shirt. All right, so what are we working on here?
I don't know if that's supposed to do. I think the bearings are gone on this wheel, Hayden. I think the bearings are a little bit. It's a little bit of play. You look up, it's gonna be okay. Let's hit the highway. Top speed run, you wanna see it?
Let's get out of Hayden's hair while he's doing the service on Dave's car. So yes, I have a Super Trofeo Evo kit. It does not bolt on as a direct replacement to any of the body panels. It has to be custom fabricated to every single mounting point. Every single mounting point has to have fabrication done, including the front bumper, even the hood, because on the Super Trofeo car, they have these huge inlets for where a front mounted rad would go. I know from a friend of mine who did the first gen Super Trofeo kit, he even had a new radiator put in the front. I might even have to go as far as that, which would require modifications to this car, because this car with the twin turbo kit has water cooled intercoolers. So there's a water tank up front. I got to thinking, and I have a lot of bad ideas. One of them was selling this car. And what I would do with the money is, if you were gonna put a Super Trofeo Evo kit onto a Huracan, and there was a Huracan that was also rear wheel drive and was called the Evo, wouldn't that make sense? See, that's what I'm thinking, you guys. I love this car. It's been 4 years. And I think it's time to, like, in the Olympics, pass the torch.
The baton. Or not the torch or a baton?
It's a torch.
The torch.
The baton is what you pass
and you're running
after.
I don't play sports.
They pass the torch first. They start the games. Right. Anyhow, you get my point. I'm thinking we pass the torch on this and we start fresh. The bigger, badder, crazier tire slider, if that's even possible. I get my Super Trofeo Evo kit, which is being shipped right now, should land any day, and I put that on the Huracan Evo. And think about this. That car is essentially a Performante without all the aero. So then I take my aero, I add that aero to the car, and it's even more badass than an Evo with a Performante kit, if that makes any sense, because I'll have a Super Trofeo Evo kit on an Evo.
This car in its form right now is so iconic, so it'll stay in this form for any of you that buys it, and you'll have a piece of DD history.
Biggest piece of history.
Oh, seriously, like
45,000 subs to, what are we at now?
2.5-ish. Damon bought this car before I even joined DD. I wasn't part of the company yet. I was a huge fan, #1 fan. Wouldn't leave him alone, clearly.
Clearly. So what are you guys thinking right now? Someone's already calling August, I'm sure. How much are we gonna sell it for? There is a ton of money in this. The twin turbo kit with the standalone engine management and everything done to it with a titanium exhaust, we're talking like 60,000 USD dollars. Then we have the chassis mounted wing, of course. This was around, I think, $5,000. Then we have the wheels. Just a set of 4 Brixton forged wheels would be $8,000. I have a second set of rear wheels for you. That would be another probably $3,000 or $4,000. You're gonna get a brand new set of tires on here. The Vorsteiner kit, well, that's big bucks. I think with what we have on here, the side skirts, the fenders, and the front bumper, that's probably in the neighborhood of $20,000.
At least, yeah.
So you guys, this car has a lot of money invested into it. Now I know what you're gonna say. This car has been beat on, falling apart, it's no good. That's not true. It's actually perfect. In fact, we took it into August Garage, did a full inspection on the car, everything but the windshield, which has a crack in it, and it runs the full length of the windshield. I just spent $7,000 on a brand new windscreen, which came all the way from Italy, is being installed in 2 days. It also has finally needed a change of pads for the brakes. New brakes, new windscreen. The whole engine's been serviced at Sheepy Race before it came back to Canada, and it just had a full inspection and literally needs nothing else. The interior, believe it or not, because it's Alcantara, look at that. It wears perfectly. The seats are still amazing. It's got the Huracan branding package, and by the way, it's got the carbon-tastic LED shifter lights up top. and all dry carbon inside. It's in amazing condition. You really got to come and see it to believe it for yourself in person. And I don't know if you're serious and you put a deposit down, there could be a test drive involved, but you have to be a really serious buyer. Get a hold of August Luxury Motor Cars, 884 McCurdy Place. If you're a serious person and you want to buy the Tire Slayer, I can't even believe I'm saying this, dude. This is crazy. But know that where this ends, a new one will begin. We will get a 2-wheel drive Huracan Evo. We will twin turbo and build the motor and the tranny, and we will boost that up to some ridiculous power. And we're not gonna compete with Dave's car. Dave's car is gonna be like, we wanna do like half-mile racing with Dave's car.
Straight line.
But we're gonna create the world's craziest Tire Slayer, but this one's gonna have the most history. What do you guys, any thoughts, Dave? I know you're kind of like,
honestly, the people that bought my old R8 and my McLaren really enjoy their cars. They make videos with them. They have them on their Instagram. They're really enjoying the experience of having them. So it's cool to see that live on forever. And if you're a US citizen, even though it's COVID, August can ship across the border. So the McLaren went to Seattle, and then buyer couldn't come to Canada, so they shipped it to you. So in the US, you can still buy the car, it's easy, they just ship it to you.
I'm not joking, someone's really gonna have to know what they're doing behind the wheel of this. This car is really fast. So without any further ado, the Tire Slayer is up for grabs. That's it. We'll put a link in the description to get a hold of August. You can talk to Mike, the billionaire yourself, if you think you got the stones to buy this car. This thing is gonna be gone real quick. Just listen to this thing.